How you doing, Dennis?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on finishing top of the ladder for the Eagles last year.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for the prize of the 10 footies. That's a great prize. It's coming very handy for the footy club this year. It's an awesome prize. We needed some yellow footies too because we're actually going to start some night games hopefully this year up in Baltimore.
No worries at all. The Burley footies are pretty good and a good price.
Yes, very good price.
How does the season look? You've taken over from AT, and so how does 2010 look for you?
Well, obviously AT sort of pushed us down a bit of a more modern path of playing footy. We want to continue that. I think we had a great season last year, but we fell over at the Nationals, unfortunately. Probably highlighted a couple of areas where we need to improve. I think we need to get fitter. We need to work on our skills to try and execute the type of game we want to play. And obviously we got to pick up our efforts in the wet weather. 3 games we lost last season, they're all in the wet, so I guess that says something. Was it disappointing after all the effort to go down at Nationals? What was the feeling around the club? Saturday was a pretty tough day. It was extremely disappointing. We went in there with obviously high expectations, and to be pretty much wiped out on the Saturday in one foul swoop was very disappointing, to say the least. In hindsight, it was probably even more disappointing the next day when we came out and played so well against New York. It showed actually how well we can play. So it's disappointing from the aspect that, why didn't we do that the day before? So we probably played the worst football we played all season on the Saturday, and certainly we equalled with our best on the Sunday. So we went from one end of the spectrum to the next in one night, which is kind of crazy.
What do you think you can get back to that level? Is there, are you going to have the players to be able to perform like that again this year, or do you think there's going to be a letdown?
Well, it's going to come down to some recruiting. We obviously lost AT and Shane, 2 of our best players, both Aussies. So it's hard to replace that type of skill and experience. We've always been a club about our Americans, though. I strongly believe we do have the best Americans in the country, and we're going to continue to work on developing those Americans and some of the new guys that have come to the club. It's our mentality is that it's our focus is on the Americans, not on the expat Aussies, about them getting a game. So if they're all welcome, and we certainly want them to be part of the team. But we're going to focus on our Americans and keep on pushing them. And one day we'd love the Eagles to run out there and win the Division I championship and have all Americans playing.
Yeah, we had a open day here today. How did it go? How was it for the club?
We had about 30 odd show up, and we had about another 30 kids as well. So it was a good day all around. Beautiful sunny day. We've had a very, very long winter, so it's been great to get out in some nice weather. Bit of a tough day to get around DC because of the marathon being on today, so we probably lost a few to that. So I think the 30 odd that showed up, it just shows that the club's in a pretty good, strong position. One of our first goals is to take our Metro Comp from 3 teams to 4 teams this spring. It starts in a month, so we've got a lot of work to do to make sure we've got the 50 odd players we're going to need to field 4 teams in the Metro Comp.
Great, Dennis. Thank you very much.
No worries, Chris. Thanks.